Okay, so this is a new Android head unit I got from AliExpress. I'll add a link with the model number and a description of the seller to the video. It's a PX5 Android head unit. So came fairly well packaged, came in its own box with another outer box, bubble wrap and whatnot. Just in the box here, it came with a couple of extras. Got the remote. I don't really need it, I'm probably not going to use it. Got two keys for removing the radio from the DIN cage, which didn't come with this unit. You've got your instructions, warranty card. There's a couple of spare leads there for if you were to hook up another camera, the AV in, and as well the audio outs for if you were to hook up a subwoofer, audio in and out for your front and back speakers and whatnot. So what I have left there I don't need at the moment, so I'm just going to leave it in the box. Unit itself was fairly straightforward to install. Came with all the correct wires and adapters for the Citroen Berlingo. The listing I bought it for was specifically for the Berlingo, so I wanted to know that I'd have no problems fitting it. Everything went in very nicely. Unit came with a GPS antenna, a Wi-Fi antenna, a double USB connection. So everything's pretty much there. It also came with a rear camera, so I have it installed today. It took quite a while running cables today for the rear camera, for the GPS antenna and for the Wi-Fi antenna. I've mounted the GPS antenna just to one screen to the glass and ran the cable along the roof line and down the pillar. The Wi-Fi antenna as well I've mounted, you can see it there stuck to the windshield, and same again, cables ran down the pillar and across and back to the radio. I've also ran from the back of the radio the two USB ports, so I've mounted one using my existing socket into the coin tray there, made up with the adapter just to mount in nice and tidy, and the second one I have ran behind the dash up and out through here and to the driver's glove compartment, so it's handy for me. I can charge my phone. I use it for screen mirroring the phone back to the radio. Radio itself is running Android 8. This is the default launcher. I've moved about some of the buttons and whatnot, but Easy Connection is the app for screen mirroring. I can't really show you that now as I'm using my phone to record this video, but you can screen mirror using your USB connection by Wi-Fi, or as well you can use an iPhone. Seems to work fairly well. Bluetooth music, I use that mostly for Spotify. It'll just directly from my phone. You've also got Play Store for any apps. Bluetooth then is your phone dialer app, so that's synchronized Bluetooth, all contacts, settings, and then additional apps. Music would be for if you want to install an SD card with music on it. It's got an SD card slot here in the front. It's also got a second SD card slot for GPS maps if you want to download and use them offline. It's got a built-in DVD player, probably won't use that. Built-in navigation apps, you can use Google Maps as well. Lots of extra apps you can download and install. Instructions came PDF file on it. You've got a GPS info app here, tells you what your GPS is doing, so I'm getting about 15 satellites there at the moment. Coverage is fairly good, so it's nice and accurate for when you're out on the road. Home screen then brings you back again. You've got a couple of buttons on the thing. The top here bar, you've got power, home button, back and eject for the DVD CD player, and you've also got a nav bar with touch buttons along the top. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with my purchase. Everything works as it should, easy installed. I have the reversing camera, as I say, installed now too, so it gives a nice view of what's behind you. And when you have that installed too, this van came with parking sensors initially installed, so they still work along with the camera. You'll see them coming up here on the bottom corner. They give a gauge, they beep and give a gauge as to how close you are, which is still nice and handy. I'll just show you how I've mounted the rear camera to the back as well, where I've ran the cables and whatnot. So again, I've ran the cable from the radio with the GPS and Wi-Fi all up the pillar. For the rear camera, I've just ran it up inside the roof lining. You can see it coming out there again, and I've ran it into the trunk and to the back door. We'll go around and look and see where that's coming out now. So the cable has come out and down the trunking into the rear of the brake lights and the door electric connectors. So I've pulled a string through this rubber housing to bring through the camera wire and to bring the power wire back, which has to be connected to the reversing light. Again, the cables just ran up, access pocket here underneath the brake light, and I've brought the wire out with the brake light and just screwed it on with 2 screws to the brake light here and here. It's left adjusted. If I want to take the camera away, I can just get a replacement brake light fairly cheap from a breaker's yard rather than screwing them out into ton work. So basically that's it. Forgot to show you as well, you have the door warnings all work on the dash. Front doors, back door, side door, all bring up the relevant signal. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. I'll try and help you out. The one thing I'll say again just about this, it didn't come with the DIN cage for fixing it to the dash. So it's kind of left it that it's pretty flimsy. It sits in okay, but it's just not locked into the dash. So you can take it out fairly easy, which you shouldn't be able to do. This leaves it fairly opportunistic for thieves, but I've ordered a DIN cage afterwards, and that's going to be here in a few days, and I'll install that then. But for now, that's it. Okay, bye.